Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Larry. I was gonna tell you cool stuff, and I'm trying to get some stuff done at the same time, so forgive me if this video is a little fast. I'm gonna try and tell you a story and get it out there, and then move on and get some stuff done because I got a lot of stuff to do. Alright, this is kind of some midnight oil stuff mixed with some Nas, if you know what I mean. Anyways, somebody told me on Twitter that I don't tell you guys enough stories about the message that is Hungry Human. And so I'm trying to tell you guys the message behind Hungry Human. Okay, are you ready? Brace yourself. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. All right. Here's the message behind Hungry Human. Is I'll tell you how it started originally. The way it started for me, if you ever look at the logo, okay, said little thing, is Hungry Human represents the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Okay. It represents you, your life, everything that you're doing right now, watching this goddamn video. It represents all that. At least for me. Okay, for you it could be a little something different. It could just be a guy with a smiley face, but this is what it represents for me. Is let's talk about the highs first. And I'm staring at this logo, okay? Now you guys know that I always turn emo, and this is the little tidbit about me. The reason I turn emo is anytime I bring up something, this is my mutant power, is I remember and feel it the exact same way as it first happened. So every time I have to tell you guys this stuff, I have to actually relive it. So it's a real ripoff. So that's why I don't share a lot of crazy stuff. But I'm trying to help some people out here. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna rock this one out and get it done. All right. When I look at this logo, what I think about is a little smiley face. We'll talk about the highs. Pretend that this is your greatest achievement, whatever it is that you want most in the world, the universe, whatever it is that makes you move day to day, whatever it is that makes you work extra hours or go to obscure places or talk to said person whatever way, I don't know. It could just be whatever your little happy place is. That's what it represents for me, okay? I'm not going to tell you guys mine because I want you guys to get your own happy place, okay? I don't want you guys knowing my stories. I want you guys to have your own. But pretend that this represents whatever's the greatest thing in the world to you. Okay. Now let's pretend said thing is no longer existent. Okay. Said thing, greatest thing in the world, is no longer around. So we talked about the highs. That was the high we just talked about. Now let's talk about the lows. Okay. This is how I used to draw this. Is let's say after a high or a come down or whatever loss, whatever loss or just when life is just kind of it sucks sometimes. Life is just ass sometimes for whatever reason. It doesn't have to be fair, or there doesn't have to be a reason. It could just be not good. Okay, this is what that can feel like for a person. And this is how I used to actually draw this logo. Was upside down like this. Now, what happened was the reason there's a smiley face in there in the first place was you're this crazy dude, and I didn't know about stuff called depression at the time, okay? And keep in mind, I told you, when I recall these things, I kind of relive them, so it's tough for me. But I didn't know about a place called depression. I didn't know about what that was like to be low. I'm always high in life, even though things have gone really bad. I've always been prided myself and be able to come back from them, whatever those things are. And there was a point where I didn't know that I could come back, and that was difficult. That was a very difficult period in my life. And so when I see this logo, what it see, here we go. There's the waterworks, but I'm gonna keep it going because I want you guys to kind of get the message. All right. When I see this logo, I think about that low. I think about what it was like down there, and I always say down there because that's actually a place in a lot of people. It's called down there, where you don't know the basics, and I'm talking about the basics. I'm talking about left, right, left. Get a haircut, uh, go to work, whatever it is. You don't know. You can't get your the basics, even the basics. You can't really You can't get it together. And that's kind of the low for me. And what happens is we got the highs, which we talked about. We got those lows. And the lows are extremely hard to come back from sometimes. And that's kind of a part of life that people don't understand or aren't taught, is that there's it's not all sunshine and miracles at all points in times. There's just life is a really difficult place. This world is this really difficult place. And I told you, I didn't know for a while how to move in these basic things. And the way I really came back from it, I tell you what, is he's sitting on the floor. I'm talking about sitting on the same little floor that's in front of me. And of all things, this is like the most embarrassing things. You know what I did is I started playing Ryu. Okay, I started playing Ryu in Street Fighter 4, and I kind of made him a little deal. All right, I made him a little deal, and this might lead into another story at a different point. But this is the story now. As I said, I can't really, I can't move, but I can get you to move. And when when I get you to be able to move at a steady pace, i.e., beat some people's asses with Ryu, the master of all shotos, the master of all shotos, and I will be this masterful player. I know that I'll kind of be somewhere with this stuff where I can kind of come back from it, and that in between is kind of it's kind of a weird coincidence that got designed in there too, because I never really told anybody what the logo was about, and I still don't think I've articulated it well enough. But the little in between face is what most people see as this little guy right here, and that was kind of an accident. It was actually somebody correcting me and telling me that aesthetically it didn't come together right, because I always draw teeth on the outside from being a snaggletooth. These teeth are fake, and so I've always drawn teeth as snaggleteeth and all this stuff. And somebody corrected me, so I got three faces in there. Okay, so we got. Okay, this is the effed up one. This is the one. This is the one I started with. All right, and there's a little just cover up, so I didn't look like a crazy butt, which I do when I upload this video. I'm gonna look like a crazy butt. All right, so sorry. We got this one. We got this one, and we got this one. And so, what Hungry Human is to me is it's kind of whatever you guys are about. It's whatever it is that makes you move. Whether it's, in my case, it's you guys. You guys are my little happy thought now. Is That's like my greatest joy, is sharing things with people, and hearing people say, oh, I was inspired, or oh, you taught me something, or oh, I just like your shit. That works for me. Uh, the lows, which are those periods that everybody has in life, that just it's not easy. It's definitely not. It's a struggle. It's that mixed with in between, just that neutral state, or just transitioning in and out of life. That's kind of what it's about. And so the reason you don't see people wearing the logo is because they're kind of wearing this emblem of not only their dreams but my own. And so it's kind of tough for me to let that out, because I say they don't even know the story. They just like that little circle dude. They just like little circle dude. They just like fucking well designed shit. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything else. And so I always try to sneak it in the logo, but I don't really overdo it, because it's really personal. And so you got kind of little act one of this saga of crazy stuff, framed poorly, because it's almost 2 a.m. man. I haven't slept for a long time, working on a lot of shit. So I'm just gonna look crazy and let this one rock. But I hope that kind of helps somebody understand where this stuff is coming from. This shit is 9 minutes, dude. So sorry.